Hello, welcome back. Today I am showcasing my Thanksgiving Day folios. I made quite a few of them, and they're all going to be tied up with this fun twine, which is kind of rustic, and they'll have a little Tim Holtz metal sentiment on it. This one says, "Own your dreams." So I'll kind of go rather quickly, but then I'll try to show you all the details too, because sometimes I get complaints that I go too fast. So I'll try to reach a happy medium. So here's the inside of the first one. Isn't it colorful? I love the sunflower paper. And then there's kind of a secondary theme going on, which is clocks. So each one of them has a combination of pockets. All of them have a little envelope like the one you see there with the policy closure. And then I made these little, I guess you'd call them window pockets. I stuffed them with dried flowers. And they used to be little envelopes, but I sealed them completely up. Oh, and here's a cute feature. See that zipper effect? That is a special die. So you can make that and stuff it with tags and such. This one has a big tag in it. Or you can leave it just as a decorative feature. This has some fun pockets. One of those disappearing pockets. It disappears into the pattern behind it. And each one of my folios has some kind of little homemade card on the inside. These are Tim Holtz Cats, and he has like 5 or 6, maybe more. And I used a different one in each card with a little sentiment, a personal note. These will have the little gift cards in them. So that's the first one. So I've left the wraparounds off, so this will go a little faster. You can see that this one is slightly different. I took the last flap and decided to glue it in the center. Made kind of a different look here. And I grunged up that page. You can see here it's kind of grungy. Laced that pocket. This little pretty has eyelet lace at the top. And then I took a couple of tags and left them together and made this little booklet and adorned it with a little lace bow. And then here's a side pocket. Isn't that clock great? Thankful, grateful, blessed. I'll put something meaningful in that pocket for the recipient. And this is a vellum pocket that was put on top of this larger pocket. This one has some really big bursts of sunflowers as the backdrop paper. And you can see this little policy pocket here is adorned with lace. It says here, "Turn your face to the sun and the shadows follow behind you." This is like a triple pocket in the center, stuffed with different goodies. With this little guy, I added this ribbon so that if you wanted to, you could hang him for display. That might be presumptuous on my part that people are going to be displaying my little goodies, but you never know. Okay, let's look inside this one. I love this little garden effect, so cute. And this is yet a different patterned policy envelope. I had fun making these from scratch, so that's why each one is a different size. And I chose the paper to go along with what I was doing inside of the particular folio. This one has a little pin adornment. Some eyelet lace there. Here's a fun pocket on the side. Here's a fun little cat. Too sweet. Look at this. That background paper is just bursting with tiny sunflowers. And the pocket's a little bit different than the others. This pocket here is adorned with lace, and here's a little envelope that will have a gift card inside of it. Adorned with lace again. And this is a vellum covered pocket at the bottom that says thank you. I'm sorry, it says thankful. And here's our last one. Look at that wonderful clock. So pretty. This is a little booklet. Has a turkey inside. It says grateful. This little policy envelope will probably have the gift card in it. Isn't that sweet? A little lacy Happy Thanksgiving at the bottom. Thanks for letting me share. Okay, some people just have to know how an item is constructed, so this part's for you. I wanted to show you that I made 2 panels, and I printed this onto 8.5 by 11 80-pound cardstock, because that's the limitation of my specific printer. And so the pretty digital's on this side, and then this is a background digital for the insides. And they're going to be joined right in the center, bolded and scored. So let me show you how that works. Here's a mock-up of what I did. These are simulations of the 2 sheets of paper I just showed you. And for scoring, the first score is 4.5 inches only. And that's because this scallop feature on the front is going to eat a lot of real estate anyway. You can probably make it even shorter depending on your design. And then next you want to put a spine. I'm using a 3/8 inch spine, so you're going to be scoring here and here to achieve that spine. Then this next section is a little larger. It's 4 3/4 inches. And this is the joining spine, which is 3/8 inch again. And it joins up with this second sheet of paper, right like that. So you glue it together. So you'll end up with a little ridge on the inside that you can cover or not. Just depends if it bothers you. And then the next section after this is 4 3/4 again. You're going to score. And you'll end up with a larger piece, probably like about 4 3/4. But I went ahead and trimmed mine down to 4.5 because I like this piece to be a little bit smaller when I fold it in. So both of the sheets are 9 7/8 inch wide, and for height, 7 1/16. So that's that, and let me show you the prototype. So here it is, and you can see this front section has that scalloped feature that I achieved by using this template. This template's available for free from My Porch Prints. I think it's on their Facebook page. But you just put it on that first panel wherever you want it to be. It's up to you. And I think I must have chose like this, which is about 5/8 of an inch maybe from that spine. And then it opens like this. You can see how this is a little bit shorter. So this is the one actually that's shorter. So folds like that, and like that, and like that. And then wanted to show you what the inside looks like. That 3/8 inch, I think, gives ample room for any pockets and tags and embellishments that you plan to add. Okay, this is a quick and dirty how-to, so I can explain to you how I made these little bits of ephemera. They are envelopes that are available in the digital kit. And again, this digital kit is not for making a folio. It just has several sheets of papers that you can do whatever you want to with. But they did have some envelopes that I thought were cute. And so what I decided to do was cut out the front so I could stuff them with pretty flowers. So this is the final product. Here you can see how it used to be an envelope and I glued it together. These are the flowers from Amazon. Thank you, Roxy, that I got to use. I used a lot of the white transparent ones. I think they went well with the colors in this kit. So what I did on the envelope is just punch the front either with my square punch, this big monster here, or my round punch, which is a little bit smaller. And then what I did for the inside was take my piece of acetate, any kind of piece of acetate will work, and I cut out a piece that just fit exactly in here. And the reason why I did it like that instead of making a small piece is that once you put a piece in like this and then you glue it down, it's not going to have any movement. It's not going anywhere. So I put that piece down, just laid it, sprinkled those dry flowers right here, put glue around the edges right here on the outside, and then when it was all in place, just closed it and pressed all the way around so it's glued down really good, laying flat. Then I glued this part down, and then it didn't go anywhere. You see how this is not going anywhere? Also, that I didn't mention is that when I cut out the square or the circle, I would sometimes just glue it on the inside part. See how you can see that piece, that round circle, through those flowers? That makes a nice effect. And if you don't want to do that, you can just maybe do a little stamping. This has a little bit of this, what's this called? Vintage photo. Just lightly in the background, just to give it a little more color. Anyway, that's my quick show and tell.